So what is going on, guys? Nando Prince 93 here with another video. And like I said, I'm bringing you guys a bunch of reviews on different alternatives for the iPad Pro keyboard case. Obviously, this is the Apple keyboard. I've mentioned a bunch of times that it retails for 200 bucks from the Apple Store. You can probably get it cheaper on Amazon for $1.90, $1.80. Best Buy always has some deals on it. And I did want to show you guys a different alternative because yes, it is expensive. It is lacking a lot of features, and the main point that I use this for is because of how slim it is, and how portable it is, and it just kind of like works well together. But I did want to bring you guys a few more options, right? So here we have the Zagg Slimbook Go Ultra Slim Keyboard with detachable case. As you guys can see, it's a different avenue of how you use a keyboard. So first off, it's Bluetooth as opposed to the 3 pin connectors. So you do have to have your Bluetooth on. This is probably gonna have its own battery. And as you guys can see, instead of it being all one case, it is detachable and it has like a little stand here. So let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna unbox it for you guys. This is for the 12.9-inch iPad, as you guys can see right there. The main features that it has here is 7 backlit key colors, the detachable case multi-pairing, so it probably means that you can connect this keyboard to multiple things, and then a holder for the Apple Pencil, as you guys can see on the bottom right there. So let's open this guy up. Again, unboxing experiences for a lot of these things have gotten really, really good. I'm gonna just throw the box around. You guys can see where creative and productivity intersect, right? Slim, lightweight design, and a place for your Apple Pencil. So when you crack it open, you got that magnetic latch right there. You're greeted with all this fancy stuff. Getting things done doesn't just happen between 9 to 5, right? And then you have the actual keyboard itself, which is pretty thin. Look at that, very, very thin. Kind of reminds me of a Microsoft Surface tablet keyboard. Then you have some paperwork, and the back clamshell, right? So right off the bat, like I've mentioned a bunch of times, you can see that the corners are protected. There's a piece for the lightning port. It does look like there's no holes for the speakers, so I wonder how that's gonna work, guys. And then on this side, also no holes for the speakers. That's a big surprise to me. This already right off the bat, just because of that, is raising a red flag. You have the holder for the pencil here and a space here to plug the pencil in to make sure it's charging. So I'm gonna install it and let you guys know what it looks like. So guys, I was finally able to connect this keyboard. It was a little bit of a hassle because sadly it wasn't charged, and that's a big no-no. Big no-no if you're buying something that's not charged. But right off the bat, you guys can see that the keyboard is lit up on the back. I did notice that it is USB-C, so that's nice. But at the same time, when you do plug it in, if you do a direct connection from USB-C to USB-C, all it does is charge. It won't connect like the other keyboard will that I showed before. It won't do a hardwired connection for the keyboard to work. But let me just walk you through it real quick. So you can pair up to 2 devices with this keyboard. That's what the 1 and 2 here are with the Bluetooth symbols. You've got the home key, so if I'm on Chrome, you press this home key here, it'll take you right back to the home screen. You can lock it, unlock it with this home key. It says my face is too far away. We're good to go. This kind of brings up all the apps that you've been using, which is nice. You got the play pause buttons, volume up, volume down. As you guys can see, it is bring up the volume. And those are the controls, which I like. So at the end of the day, it's a keyboard, right? So let's open up a note. Let's see how this keyboard types. If I can pull up my notes. Let's do a test. So thanks for watching this video. You guys have been awesome. And the sub count has been overwhelming. So the keyboard does feel good, but this keyboard does feel good. There's a lot of key travel, which is nice. The buttons are more circular and oval as opposed to square. And there's a little bit of a dip in the keys themselves, which again makes it very comfortable to type on. But this seems like a keyboard that you will not be putting on your lap, guys. This is a sit at home on a desk, type my essays out. It has like a very laptop-like feel, which I really like. So again, I really like this keyboard because it feels good to type on. So again, the keyboards feel good. This keyboard, feel-wise and functionality-wise, is better than Slim Folio keyboard because again, there's more key travel. You can hear the clicks. You don't feel like you're typing into mesh. but at the same time, this thing is big, guys. So if I bring this over, you guys can see that it is very thick. It does add weight to it. Like, this is a lot heavier than the Apple keyboard that I currently use. And like I said, this is not a lappable design because you have to open this up and then you have this latch here, which again has its pros and cons, right? So you have a lot of view angles. This is the farthest it'll go forward. You can keep going back, keep going back. Let's see how far it goes. You can still keep going back, and that's kind of where the weight of the iPad takes over and it starts falling on its own. So overall, this keyboard's nice. Again, you got protection on the corners, which you don't have with the regular Apple branded keyboard. I did say that there were no speaker holes, but there is a little divot here, if you guys can see, which probably helps blast sound and music forward, which I guess is kind of nice, right? And all in all, it's a good iPad, right? You still have your space for your pencil, so it does charge, and when you don't want this pencil, when the pencil's charged and you don't want to drain your iPad battery, just throw it in here. Definitely safekeeping. And it closes up, there's a little divot here. These divots here match up here, so when it does close, boom, it closes up nicely. And what is nice about this, I guess, if you want to keep looking at all the functionality and the features, this keyboard is detachable, right? So I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can push this back and kind of have this keyboard wherever you want, open up a note, and you can just continue to type on this keyboard. So that feature is nice. The fact that you can separate this, and this thing is very slim, guys, very, very slim. Charges by USB-C, like I mentioned. If I could just get that to focus. But again, there's no hardwired connection, and this is all magnetic, so you just kind of clamp it on, believe, boom, you're clamped on, close it, fold this down, and you're ready to go. So for an overall protection standpoint, this one wins. In terms of heft and heavy dutiness, this one is heavier than the Apple keyboard or the Apple Smart Folio, like I keep mentioning. But I would recommend this because this is $70 cheaper MSRP, and you can probably find deals on it. So I'll definitely link it below if you guys are interested to try this out. It's a nice material here, like Alcantara. Very minimal branding. You still have the cutout for the camera. You still have all your buttons here ready to go, as you guys can see. And that's pretty much gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have one more keyboard case that I want to review for you guys, and then I'm gonna have one ultimate comparison video to see what should you spend your hard-earned money on in terms of a keyboard if you want to use this as your main device. Because I think a keyboard case is a necessity if your iPad is your only device. So that's gonna do it for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and you guys have been awesome. And again, I appreciate the Average Tech Guy for shouting me out. That's really helped out a lot. So until next time, guys, peace.